is the well, B is the number of valence electrons that it normally has. N is the number of non-bonding valence electrons. It says that N is the number of non-bonding valence electrons on this atom in the molecule. In other words, it's how many lone pair electrons does it have? Or if it's if it's got a single electron, how many single electrons should be a radical? B is the total number of electrons shared in bonds. So, yeah. So let's do some examples here, like water. If we look at the formal charge for hydrogen, how many valence electrons does hydrogen have? How many non-bonding electrons does hydrogen have? Zero. How many bonding electrons does hydrogen have? Well, it has the total. There are two electrons in the bond, and so we go 2 divided by 2, which is 1. So technically, out of those 2, only 1 belonged to it. And so the formal charge is going to be 1 minus 1 is 0. How about the formal charge on oxygen? Oxygen has normally how many valence electrons? 6. Minus how many non-bonding electrons? 4 in this case. 4. Minus how many bonding? Well, total bonding electrons would be 4, but only half of those belong to oxygen. So 6 minus 4 is 2, minus 2 is 0. So the formal charge is a 0. Okay, let's do another example here. So when we have 0 formal charge, we don't usually write it there. Next example will be this. Okay, this is the net charge out here. This is not formal charge. Formal charge you usually write in the structure next to the atom and circle it. That's a net charge. That's not formal charge. And so, what's the formal charge on hydrogen? Oxygen. So it's going to be 6 minus 3. So the formal charge we typically circle like this and put it next to the atom. So the formal charge on oxygen is +1 or just plus. Normally with formal charge we don't write the 1. It's just either plus or minus. Let's do this one next. So the net charge on this, what's this called? Hydroxide. What was this one called? Hydronium. So hydronium and hydroxide. Net charge on hydroxide is minus. Where's that minus charge located? Or well, hydrogen is 0. Formal charge equal to 0. Oxygen. It's going to be the formal charge is equal to 6 minus 6 minus 2 divided by 2. So it comes out to -1. So the formal charge on oxygen is -1 or just minus. Right there. We'll do one more example here. What is this called? Oxide. And so let's calculate the formal charge. Formal charge is 6 minus 8 minus 0 0 divided by 2, which is 0. So that comes out to -2. And so if we have a -2 formal charge, then we write it as -2. So the formal charge here is -2. We'll circle it like that. So this is just an alternate way of doing formal charge. You know, I showed you based on Lewis structure, but this is based on this equation here and Lewis structure. So you can use this. You can read this Wikipedia. It's kind of a long, detailed discussion regarding formal charges. I did it like this. This is the way I do it. You know, box them. This is oxidation state, which is different. All right, now now the quiz I'm going to just write off on the board here. It's going to be here. 13. This is going to be for nitrous oxide. Nitrous oxide, or dinitrogen monoxide. Nitrous oxide has a formula N2O. But we want to know what the Lewis structure for N2O is. So I'm going to give you some choices here. A is going to look like this. Two nitrogens is 10 electrons plus 6 is 16 electrons. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 electrons. So this is one possible structure. B will do, it'll do this. C, you're going to do this. D, I'm going to do this. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to determine the formal charges on all structures. Then I want you to tell me which one is the best and which one is the worst structure. So which do you like best? And which structure do you like least? Yeah, you can do the formal charges and then tell me which structure is the best one for nitrous oxide and which one is.
Do we have to do it the way you just showed us?
No, you can do formal charge any way you want.
So you want us to put on our index card the formal charge?
Well, draw all 4 of these and then do the formal charges. So draw all 4 and then tell me what the formal charges are on each atom. After you do that, then take a look at these 4 and then tell me which one of the 4 do you like the best and which one of the 4 do you like the least. This one you could. This is an open book, open notes. You can work with other people.
No, I was gonna take it off, but mom told me that if I took it off, my left is gonna be exploded.
It will. That's why you're supposed to wear a band-aid.
No, because he has to wear
No, if you thought about like school, then I have a band-aid.
Eight?
So you put down warm on it.
Horrible charge would be total number of, and five. Wait, so 5, because it's 5 minus the loose ones?
So would it be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8?
No, it's not just 1.
Oh, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And it would be 2. 2 divided by 2.
2 common.
What's the answer? Why? 1.
We've already done this. It's maybe like in a little formula. That's 10% juice. That's pretty good. There's like 2% juice. Is hers like Chivas? Like Chivas? That's like the best one. It's talking That's the best stuff. That's like an aftertaste,
Because it's 3 dashes.
What do you think that's been
N and O.
So, but how would this
She works for
this is B.
It's just opposite.
Yeah, bro. Lexus saw me broke
What is 1 minus 2? 1 minus 2. I mean, sorry.
I feel like if I write it, it's like
-1.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Plus 2. Or no. Wait, sorry. 1 minus 2.
Okay.
1 minus 2. What's 1 minus 2?
I told you. Okay.
1 minus. Oh wait, so 1, 0, 4.
And Brandon was with us yesterday.
Yes and no. What? No.
Look at the board.
Really? No, wait, really? No, wait. 1 minus is 4.
What do you think if I put it in
Yeah.
What's 4 divided by 2?
Oh, it's just we want to get this right. If it doesn't end up with a
Oh, because she didn't. Where's the 6 from? Oh, where is the 6 from? That's it.
Yeah, N is non-bonded.
Yes.
And 0 bonded.
Wait, let me think.
Oh, it's 0 to compare. Yes. Okay,
Why?
because no one cares.
Wait. Like this is mine?
Yeah.
That's what I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
What the fuck
This
is
is my life of filling fantasy of hero, and I think that's
For all of our-
I think it's big because he just leads a bunch of people into end.
Do I have to explain why the best one?